Palestine was the first to present its credentials. The state of Palestine has been in a bloody conflict with Israel over sovereignty. President Mahama said Ghana has and will continue to recognize Palestine as a state.
We believe that the people of Palestine deserve to live in their own state with internationally recognized borders. As we have said, we believe in the two-states principle, involving the recognition of the Palestinian state in recognized borders and also the right of the state of Israel to exist. And so Ghana's position is based on principle, and every year we have continued to reaffirm this when we go to the United Nations General Assembly.
Ambassador Abdel Fattah al-Sartari said Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas has come under attacks from Egypt for seeking unity for his people. He accused Israel of breaching the peace process.
Fortunately, Israel has scuttled all that there is to the peace process, especially after the killing of 500 children in the recent war on Gaza and the entire wiping out of 70 families from the father to the children. The Gaza Strip is now bearing the brunt of the complete destruction of 7,000 houses and the partial destruction of some 40,000 others. The Israeli leadership always ratifies conventions and treaties, but they do not respect those conventions. Israel talks peace, but wages war against our children and women.
He commended President Mahama for his position on the matter. Next was a European Union representative to Ghana, William David Hanna.
In our bilateral relationship, we do want to move more towards trade and investment in the future. I think investment, creating jobs, as you said, giving support to Ghana's own agenda is the way in which we want to go. So I hope that in the time that I'm here, we can develop that bilateral relationship in that new way, focusing very much on job opportunities, investment, new opportunities for the future. But we do see this economic partnership agreement as an important step forward. And we do hope that we can get a signature and get that consolidated so that can provide the basis for a new partnership in trade and investment.
Highlighting the Ebola pandemic, President Mahama outlined Ghana's preparedness in case of an outbreak, saying an area which remains critical for support is the ability to track people who come in contact with Ebola carriers before diagnosis.
One important area in which we need capacity building is contacts tracking and tracing. When an outbreak has occurred, how to contact and trace all people who have been in touch with the particular patient is critical. Nigeria has been successful in being able to squelch, the outbreak that occurred there as a result of the arrival of a single passenger into their country. And I believe that there are lessons learned from the Nigerian experience, not only for countries in West Africa, but for the international community. I said at the UN General Assembly that Ebola is not a West African problem, it's a global problem, and all of us need to be concerned about it. I'm happy since then that the international response has kicked in and there is commitment of a lot more resources to try and stop the disease.
Japanese ambassador to Ghana, Kwaru Yoshimura, was the next to present his credentials. He was followed by the Egyptian ambassador, Mohammed Mustafa Haidar. Kipti Andopia, Joy News, Flagstaff House.